Hi, I'm Gail Greenbaum, founder and president of Transforming Education in America, a unique professional development program designed for teachers to improve their health and increase their awareness of how much their own habits and attitudes have a direct impact on the performance of their students.
One of the major issues in a school is if the teachers feel successful and feel healthy and feel as if they can make a difference each day with the students, and how the healthy habits worked in that was to address teachers' needs, physical, mental, emotional, and how they could adapt some of those into their classrooms.
Habits such as sleeping well, being organized, and giving 100% have a direct impact on both teaching and learning.
This is different from other teacher trainings because a lot of teacher trainings focus on what you're going to do with the student, not what you have to do with yourself before you could do what you want to do with the student.
All teachers want to make a difference in the lives of their students, yet it's easy for them to forget the clear research that says their very sense of well-being is affecting their students as much as the lessons they give.
Once we started doing healthy habits, I started to see that it's helpful for me to do things a little bit more organized and have the kids involved in being organized. So I would like for all of you, if they're closed, if your portfolio is closed, you check to see if you're organized in that way.
At the heart of team training are the healthy habits and life lessons. These are designed to increase students' and teachers' self-confidence, self-control, and desire for success. These research-based tools improve brain function and the ability to teach and learn.
So teachers, the better that they feel, the healthier they are, the more they sleep, the better it is for our kids in the end of the day, in the end of the year, how the outcomes are for our kids. So students benefit from everything we do for the teachers.
Since I had to evaluate myself, it gave me a little more sympathy for my students. Because I'm thinking, okay, yeah, they're facing the same challenges I am.
When you're not able to find a way out of all this work that you have to deal with and stress, just knowing that there's a basis that you can rely on was helpful.
When I have to make a difficult decision or I'm feeling particularly unsatisfied with the work I'm doing or I can't wrap my head around something, I always think of all of the different life lessons that are part of Gail's program, and I say to myself, well, which lesson can I maybe focus my attention on that will then help me to work through whatever problem I'm in.
The program also makes teachers more keenly aware of how much they have to model the behaviors they want from their students.
Sometimes as a teacher you become comfortable and you just are a little bit resistant to change, and I try not to be like that, and I saw myself becoming that. And healthy habits say, hey, you're not giving 100%. So it started making me, I started to, check myself more like, if I'm not giving 100% to the students, how can I expect them to give me 100%?
The healthier and more energized teachers feel, the more learning happens in their classrooms.
As teachers today, we have a tremendous amount of competition with television and video games and the internet, and those are already aspects keeping students awake.
After school, probably go play basketball, handle a little bit of responsibilities that they have, do the dishes, wash up, do a little bit of homework. Then they're probably up till about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and they gotta wake up at 6. So when they wake up, shower, they're tired, they go to class, then they go to sleep. Sleep for the whole day, then do the same thing all over again.
The team training program gives tools such as conceptual lesson plans that show students the importance of sleep.
Why do we sleep?
It also provides sleep logs that empower teachers to affect not only their students' sleep, but their own as well.
What's keeping teachers awake? Often it's grading papers, or sometimes they're lethargic, they're not moving enough. So by bringing in the healthy habits, the sleeping piece was one of the initial hooks. How do we getting enough sleep? Are we taking care of ourselves?
It's a lifestyle change, and our students really need to understand that they can be empowered to change their lives.
When I first started using them, I honestly didn't think much of it. I just thought, these healthy habits are they really gonna help? It wasn't something that I planned to take with me for the rest of my life.
At first, I wasn't really consistent. I would do it about 2 or 3 days out of the week. But then as I saw that it was helping me, I started doing it more.
The habits also become a school-wide platform for learning as teachers structure their lessons around the metaphoric dimensions of the habits.
Were you asleep to any of this during 8th grade? No. Were you fully awake?
We started talking about what are you awake to or asleep to in reality, in the world, in your classes, in your subjects, and that was the language that started to take place in the classrooms. Are you awake to what's going on in science, in the atmosphere? Are you asleep to what you know and what you don't know, what you want, what your goals are?
The latest research shows that there is a direct connection between students' personal habits, like how much they sleep and the foods they eat, and their academic performance.
I was getting about 75, 80 in the class, and then after the healthy habits, after I did all of that, I had a 95 at the end of the semester.
Well, in 9th grade, I wasn't the best student in my class. I was about 65, some classes 70. In my junior year, my average is 99 point something.
The initial response to this program from principals, teachers, and students has been overwhelmingly positive.
People were talking about it, buzzing about it. There were people who weren't in it. Am I going to be in it next year? So we know that it was working because teachers were feeling better and talking about it.
I find that when I teach in this particular way, I'm so excited.
Once I started seeing what I could use in my life, I say, okay, this program rocks.
To find a whole program where everything's just laid out and available to me and to my kids, that was fantastic.
The thing that made a difference was the healthy habits. In particular, it was sleeping well, organizing myself, having confidence. Like I said before, I was dieting and exercising, and that actually made me a better person. I felt healthier.
We're hoping to bring this program to as many schools as possible so that the benefits of the healthy habits and life lessons will reach into every corner of our society.
If everybody starts doing healthy habits, the school system and the world will be a better place.